Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee Wallach. Today, I want to just take a few moments and explore with you the idea of awareness. It's a big topic. Everyone talks about it all the time. Everyone talks about becoming more aware. So let me give you some perspective from my perspective about what is awareness. I believe awareness there's two different ways to look at it. One is that you're conscious of your thoughts. You're conscious of the words you speak. You're conscious of the feelings you're having. You're conscious of the actions you're taking. You're conscious of the experiences you're having. So you're present. You're present in the now with your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your emotions, and with whoever else may be sharing that moment with you. But there's also another level of awareness. And that's the deeper level of awareness. That's the awareness that realizes that you're not your body and you're not your mind, but your consciousness. And what you perceive is that your individual consciousness, unique, whole, and perfect. And yet, while you're unique consciousness, you're still part of all consciousness, which is the state of oneness. This is the state that everyone talks about is the ultimate state, nirvana, that which is the ultimate to attain. The best that I've come up with in human form, you can have moments of pure consciousness, moments of nirvana. But because we're in the 3D world, because we have an ego and we have a body, that to stay there would take us out of this realm. And I believe that consciousness that we are came into this realm, took on a body, took on a mind, so that it could experience this world. So while we may have moments where we get back into the other to realize our truth, we also are here to experience and express life as magnificently as we can. As magnificently as we can. And realize any lack of experience that we are having, of desired experience, it's because we haven't become the person who would have the experience we're seeking. Yeah, we're limited by our own mind. And our mind is basically influenced by all of our past experiences and the experiences that we're watching others have. And we take them in and saying that that's truth. But it's not truth. The truth is you are unlimited. The truth is you can experience anything you want whenever you want, if you so choose. But you must become that person. Hey, let me say hello to everybody out there. My gosh, it's good to see all of you. Sarah, Nachama, Dee Dee, Jean, Nicole, Olivia. Olivia Love, what a beautiful name that is. That's the first time I think I've seen your name, Olivia. Where are you watching at? Nachama, you're in Africa, if I'm not mistaken, and I know where everyone else is. There's Lori checking in. I am, Sunday is one of my favorite days of the week. And you may say, why is it one of my favorite days of the week? Well, they're all good. But I get to connect more with people live today, in person today, than I normally do. Because while I do have a live video for you at 10:30, I also put on a live service in person here in Frisco, Texas. And I enjoy the energy of connecting with people. I enjoy this. I enjoy the Zoom gatherings we have, but I really enjoy in person. And I think many of us have forgotten the joy of being in person with one or with a few or with many because we've been conditioned out of it. And so I want to ask the question, Oh, I'm sorry, Nachama, you're in Israel. Ooh, not even close, but closer than America. um, we've been conditioned out of our connection, and we may feel alone. We may feel isolated. We may feel separate. We may feel that there's something missing. And maybe all of it is sitting across from someone, looking them in the eye and having a conversation. It was real interesting. I went to lunch with a friend of mine on Friday. And when we were at lunch, we were given a table. It's like one of those half circle tables. And so you're sort of sitting there and you've got to look over to look at the other person. And as we started to eat our dinner or our lunch, I said to them, whenever we get together from now on, let's make sure that we have a table where we're across from each other. Because I want to be able to look you in the eyes and I want to be able to have a conversation. I don't want to be distracted by having to look like this. I don't know how you are, but I really like to ask for what I want. And if I'm going to be in person with anyone, I want it to be a meaningful, intimate experience. And let me clarify, intimate does not mean any way sexual. Intimate means two people being authentically themselves and sharing with one another. And the key thing is that when you're sharing and it is intimate, you feel safe. We did a workshop on Saturday on creating a meaningful relationship. And one of the things that popped up as we explored this idea together is that in many cases, people do not feel safe. And if you don't feel safe, how are you going to be your authentic self? And if you're not being your authentic self, how can you put yourself out there so someone can see all of you, which means they could love all of you, which means they could accept all of you, but you haven't shown them who you are because you're afraid. You don't feel safe. You're going to feel hurt. So what I've come to understand is you've got to become safe in your own mind. And what do I mean by that? I mean, we've got to stop doing our self-judgment. We've got to stop saying, I'm not enough. We've got to stop saying that, oh, when I have my body this way, or when I have my financial affairs this way, or when I have this, when I have that, then I will do it. No, it's not then, it's now. It's always now to be yourself. It's never then to be yourself. It's always, always, always now. Because it's the only time that exists. It's all that ever matters. Even when you're alone, by yourself, remember, as you sit there by yourself, you're sitting with the one person who knows you better than anyone else. The one person who can love you more than anyone else. Isn't it time we took advantage of that and started accepting ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally? Wherever we are, just accept. And once we do that, we can begin to move forward and create a more expansive us. Why? Because it's our nature to grow. That's my talk at 10:30 today. That growth is the basis of all life. So with that, thank you for giving me and sharing with me your time and listening. If there's meaning here, share it with others. But you're welcome to join me every day because I'm here every day for you. Make it a great one and know that if no one tells you this today, I will. I love you because I accept you just like you are. Until tomorrow, aloha.